stand by heli, stand by heli.
Opening sequence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and
Through to 8.
That's really nice, heli. Very, very nice.
Heli's lovely at the moment.
Heli is an absolutely crucial tool on our production, really. It's a vital tool not only for setting the scene, it's certainly the first shot that we show when we're opening the programme.
Okay, heli, let's get to the harbour now, please. Thank you.
We constantly communicate, especially in the beginning of the weekend, about the shots we want and how he needs it to fly.
Those shots we sort of tend to use in the race, but obviously going through Friday, we're practicing those shots.
The practice sessions are not just for the Formula 1 drivers, but also practice sessions for us. There's a time we need to set up the shots.
Stand by heli and take heli. With you, heli.
Lovely, including the boat.
It's a beautiful shot.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Here we got our shot over camera system. It's an amazing piece of kit which allows us to make rock steady shots when we're heavily maneuvering. I mean, we could be diving down, banking usually, and this thing will keep the camera steady. We got a control panel with joystick for the pan movements, tilt movements. We got the zoom button here and focus. And these are all buttons just for the setup of the platform. This is our monitor where I'm looking at with a proper sun hood, which is important if we got sunny races like this during the day. We can even completely close it. So if I completely close it, I won't be able to actually look outside what's happening. So I try to keep a view outside as well. The relationship to the pilot is really important. I mean, we work together like a tandem. So it's very important that we understand each other. Obviously the pilot is very skilled, and he also needs to have a good eye for the angle that I'm looking for. I can tell him what I want, but if he doesn't understand it, he won't get it right.
Lieven will then create a shot list, and then it'll come to John, who coordinates with him in the gallery on the producer's desk.
That's really nice, heli.
I will get the call from Jonathan on the ground.
Okay, heli, you ready to go?
I will tell the pilot which car we're going to go with, so he's got a monitor watching what I'm doing and adapt his flying to the frame.
Just drift around to the left there, heli.
Thank you.
Exit the hairpin. Okay, good job. Well done, heli.
John will give me a brief synopsis of what the shot is, where the heli is, and then from that point, once I've taken the heli, my control over it then is purely aesthetic to help it work into the programme.
Lovely shot. Stand by heli. Stand by heli. Take heli. Going to pick up Alonso. So second car out of the hotel, then Alonso. Here is Alonso.
Nice work, Lieven.
So stand by track mix. Stand by track mix. Take track mix. Off you, heli. Thank you very much.
Okay, good stuff, Lieven.
I was an aerial cameraman for quite a few years already. I do remember my first race, which was Istanbul. Yes, obviously I was nervous. But yeah, we got through that first race pretty good, and then the next year we did some more, and then yeah, I ended up doing the full season.
He knows how much dynamic perspective he's got to put into the shot. He's got foreground coming in. Long ago, the helicopter was just, hovering above the circuit, filming in a static position, filming the car going around the track. And now we're getting a lot more dynamic. We're flying in behind hills and trees. Malaysia, we used to do a lovely shot where you're starting behind the palm trees and lifting up. We're looking for all those kinds of things all the time. There's some circuits where we can be very creative and do some great shots, like we had the sunset just behind a big mosque, and that was fantastic. And that's all just about positioning, and it's impossible to do that with the camera on a tripod. There's a lot of factors involved in that. Obviously there's the speed of the car, the speed of the helicopter, but that varies a lot. You could have one day you could have a headwind, and the next day you got a tailwind, and that could be a 60k difference. So all the time you've done the day before, suddenly you got to redo and work out again.
Bad weather could affect us, but the limits are pretty low. Let's say we could still fly if we got limited visibility. The rain used to be a very important factor when we used to use the previous systems. As soon as it started raining, we got the raindrops on the lens, and basically, because only the inside of the camera is stabilized, you could see the raindrops just going around. Well, now with this shot over camera, we got a rain spinner, which is basically a window that spins at 12,000 RPM, I think, and all the raindrops just disappear, and that's really amazing.
My favourite heli shot would be in Brazil. Got the lakes in the background. You've got the buildings, the favelas. There's that juxtaposition between, you know, Formula One and its surrounding areas.
I just love my job, and it's the best seat in the house to see the race, to see what's going on. And what I love the most is that I got the camera, but I can position that camera almost where I want it, and that's fantastic.